Got it.
Thank you, Nicole.
Thank you, Nicole.
Got it.
Got it.
So
We are being
reminder,
recorded.
anything with the green lights can and will be heard outside this world.
That's
So
right.
be careful what you say, and it's recorded for posterity or prosperity. Either
And
way.
I know that sometimes it takes a little bit for some of the team meetings to get posted to the YouTube channel. But if you aren't following that, I would highly recommend it so that you, if you missed the team meeting, if you're watching this right now, you could be watching this in the near future from the YouTube channel.
Exactly.
How about that? All right. And, oh, you touched stuff, so.
Sorry.
Okay.
Mission moment.
Oh, did you want to do buckets?
That comes in a moment.
Are you sure?
Oh,
It said pass the bucket.
oh, did we
before.
miss it?
All right.
All right, get your business cards out.
Okay, business card.
Vendors, make sure yours go in the
You
ones
don't
right
have a
there.
business card, shame on you.
I'm such a bad realtor. I don't even have a business.
Oh, goodness.
Right on the back of
With all that stuff in your purse, come on.
I know, right? I really like
We'll come back to you, we'll come back to you.
Oh, you can write your name on the back.
I know.
Mine.
Special rewards.
There you go. That's my little note section that I give to my clients.
I love it.
Wow, Sarah's got you, girl. Good job, Sarah.
Amy,
She's helping you lower her own chances.
You're in the other one?
That is just wrong.
together everyone achieves more.
Together, that's an abundance mindset right there.
You're
All right. I love our red bucket.
Yes. Okay, so I heard the funniest thing back there. Somebody said, I should get business cards made, and Elise says, well, you can make those in command, you know.
Yes.
I loved it.
Oh, all right, get in there, bud.
really bad.
Okie dokie.
All right. Well, somebody's watching it live on Facebook right now. What is that?
So did you all catch the beginning song was It's Gonna Be May?
It's not, it's gonna be me, it's gonna be May.
Yeah, there's always a theme for the song we put on there.
That
So
was so bad and so good all at the
Okay.
same time.
let's get to some culture.
There we go. Mission moment. We have our very own Ron Steppes Award. If you've not received it yet, we hope you will. And last time we had somebody sponsored, or not sponsored, but chosen was Savannah Slater, and she finally nominated.
Yes.
Are you ready?
Well, she was kind of busy taking care of Riker, the miracle. Boy.
I know, right?
So
This
here's,
is so fun.
she nominated, and it should be on there.
There it is.
Nicole Bauer, here's what she said. She was one of the people who reached out to me when everything happened with my son, sending prayers and offering her and Alex's help with anything I needed. She was a lifesaver so I could focus on my family. She embodied everything I believe this award represents by being so kind, quick to offer help, and just overall being so thoughtful. Her and Tim Wooten went above and beyond with their offers to help me with anything and everything when I couldn't, and I'm so incredibly grateful. So congratulations, Nicole. You are a golden winner.
And remember, when you have this for the week, but then you have to give it back, and then the army man runs away. But then you get to keep the little army man forever.
And before you go to the next slide,
Yes,
he disappeared.
who did?
So sometimes community involvement's a cool thing too. Go ahead to the next slide.
Okay.
Where's Sean?
Oh, he was just sitting in the back.
Where'd he go?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Oh.
So,
When he comes back down, we'll all give him a huge round of applause. Okay?
He's in a meeting right now.
Oh.
get your calendars out because Little Theater is doing Spongebob the Musical in
Yes.
June. And he is playing Old Man Jenkins. And I've got a lot of friends who are in the rehearsal for this. It's going to be hilarious and fun. The dates are June 10th through 26th, and I may have some preview tickets still available for June 9th. But Sean is in it as one of the main characters, and it's going to be a blast. So we want to make sure and put that out there
I
also.
want to
for
go
everybody.
there. That is super fun.
That's right.
All right, so the May calendar is out. We are already, boom, there we are, Tuesday. Tech Tuesdays, just was talking with Dan Trickell this morning. Tech Tuesdays should be beginning technically next week, but it'll be virtual for a couple weeks and then finally come back into person. And
I want to point out Lunch and Learn tomorrow. I love how our bars keep popping up here.
yes,
How many of you know somebody that doesn't have a checkbook? Most everybody does. If you know some younger people, earnest money is getting hard to do because so many people don't have checking accounts. There is now a thing called Earnest, EARNNEST, and Great American has it. It's a way, like I had somebody in Idaho, they send earnest money through an ACH. So you don't have to have a checking account anymore. They're going to explain how easy it was. I was the guinea pig. My person did it. The money was here in 5 minutes.
Wow.
So that's a lunch and learn tomorrow, and they're gonna explain how that works. It's a simple process, and it's something you can provide to your people, because I don't know how many times I've gotten to somebody and they don't have checkbooks anymore. They don't have, they've got a checking account, but all they do is debit card.
Yeah, and Dan Turkel is also doing a virtual Docusign class.
Sweet.
So I know that Docusign is new to some of you.
No,
I
it's
know
not.
It's not.
No.
It really isn't.
Not by now.
Yeah, no. Now it's gotten to a place where you fully understand it.
That's right.
I'm sure. And in the chat, there's the Great American Title.
There's the lunch and learn.
link and the Cinco de Mayo walking tacos.
Yes, so holy, the screen
I
drives me nuts.
can't do it
Yeah, so
fast enough. It's just we're so popular, Mike. We have so many people logging
that's
in.
what it is. So there are 2 holidays this week. First off, tomorrow is Star Wars Day. How do you know that?
May the fourth be with you.
Exactly. And then on the 5th is Cinco de Mayo. We will have walking tacos here on the back hallway here. Hopefully it's sunny. You can go outside and eat on the patio, but we're gonna have some food here. You gotta bring your own beverages.
Okay, I vote on no rain. Anybody else?
Okay,
Yeah.
can we vote on
We do
that?
have sodas. There will be sodas provided.
I meant like, those beverages.
Okay, yeah. No, sodas only.
A
And
voice from the heavens telling me to
did
quit
you
bringing
mention,
liquor
I
to the
can
office.
remember, tonight is bowling event.
That's right. Oh,
I
yeah.
kid you not, since I've been here as the team leader, I would say that has been voiced to me multiple times by many of our agents that was their favorite event. So tonight, don't miss out. Even if you're not gonna bowl, come hang out and have a great time.
We got silent auction going.
Silent
We got
auction.
raffles. We need to get Steve Cox in there because you can
He's right
buy,
there.
oh, there he is. Because you can buy an arm's length of tickets for the raffle and you want to use his arms.
Dude, when you did that at the women's
Yeah.
council event, dude, they went above and beyond.
Yeah, so this is gonna be a lot of fun. Anything else there, Nicole, we need to add, or Amy?
There's extra food, so if you didn't get to order your pizzas, they do have a food bar there.
Okay.
So you can still show up and plan on eating. And even if you didn't get a lane, we still have a few extra spots.
Oh.
Cassie went through and made, maybe I should stand up. Cassie went through and made allocations for everybody. And we have several lanes that still could use people. So if you have a few extra people, you're probably gonna be okay. But we did just wanna say that it was sold out because by the time everybody shows up and if people bring a few, it's gonna be a packed house.
Which is what we want.
Exactly.
So I'm so
Yeah.
excited to see family and friends and people of our office we don't get to see as often.
They're also, the bar is making a special drink just for us called the Dogwood. If you order the Dogwood, $1 from every purchase is gonna go back to us. So at the bar, if you're imbibing tonight, ask for the Dogwood and they promised it would be good.
So if you love children, you should drink.
Yes.
I just want to put a plug for, please, try and bring cash if you can, because that'll be easy for the raffle tickets. Check will be easy too. And we will have a way for you to use credit cards. They just won't be ran tonight. So just make sure if you do have those other 2 options, please choose them.
And if we run your credit card, we're gonna add a 50% fee to go to the Dogwood game.
Maybe.
Okay.
And that's really what it's all about. It's about the kids.
That's
That's
it
what
really
we're doing
is.
this for, is for foster kids.
And we need a lot of help next Thursday for Red Day. All next week, we'll talk about some of that too.
Perfect.
Okay,
Are we
got-
ready?
We got some calendar things that'll come up.
We do. We had 10 people join us we had
I think it was 11.
11 people join us
They're
last
hiding
month.
behind our people, so we
They are
can't
hiding
tell.
behind the
There's
people.
34 in there right now.
I know, right? And then we just finished last month and we had 10 people join us that month.
So
So-
we're growing like crazy.
We are. Oh, here, let's click.
So the machine.
I don't know where it is. The mouse is gone. I don't know.
Will the arrow work?
Nope.
No, I'm in.
I don't know. Space?
Uh-oh.
We're a technology
Escape.
company.
Escape? What do you see on your side, Nicole? Can you still hear us?
That's what they can see.
Okay. I have no idea. We're gonna try Control Delete, everyone.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Oh, wait, we have a mouse back.
So cancel.
Cancel. Aha!
We just talked about Red Day.
How about that? We are a tech company.
That's right.
Yeah, so we just did that. Oh, Mega Camp. Let's now switch over.
Yep.
You guys, early bird pricing, you want to go to Mega Camp if you ever wanted to be a mega rock star agent. So this is a great time to check it out. If you've never been, how many of you guys went to family reunion in February? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Right.
Oh, I don't know, maybe some of our top producers, it's cool, you know, but if you want to be one of those, that would be great, come to this.
I want to go to Adequate Camp. Can I go to
No
Adequate Camp?
way. So Gary Keller always says that family reunion is for every agent that wants to grow, right? He says mega camp is not average camp. And so mega camp is not for your typical mindset agent. It's you want to take it to a whole new level.
Okay, so here's a phrase I hate. When you hear people say, this place does not disappoint. It's like, oh, so it's really just sort of normal. Mega camp does not disappoint. You will love it. Okay, but it's 2 days in Austin. It's gonna be incredible. And we haven't done one live down there in 3 years.
We haven't.
So,
Yes,
and they're
it's-
pulling out all the stops to get these things
And
going.
if you've never been to Austin, perfect excuse to go because it is so much fun. Yes.
You guys, are you gonna have a group of rooms? Should we get a room through you or just find some?
We don't know the info yet on that.
Yes.
I do know Allegiant does nonstop flights to Austin now, but I don't
lot
know
of-
what days they are.
A lot of people do the Omni. A lot of people do the one right across the street. I think it's the Marriott.
I've never been there.
Fairfield Marriott, I think it is. But those fill up quick. So that's why I'm saying, if you want to get there, I highly recommend getting that lined up soon. All right. Vendor guide. We have great businesses that we work with, Mike.
Dude, so let's see
And-
whose cards we have here.
Oh, you want to call them out?
Yeah, and if you're online, if you'll throw your stuff in
While he's
there.
pulling these out, if you're online, please jump on and say hello. That would be awesome.
George, say hello, hop up, say hi.
Hello.
Hello.
George with the Choso.
And have you won anything this week yet, or this month?
I have none.
Okay. We got pretty good odds today. Cam Herrera.
There he is.
Yeah, Cam with Goosehead Insurance, largest broker in town, and we get you quotes in 2 minutes.
And have you won anything this month?
It's new month.
It is, it's May. Never mind. Okay, and Jonathan Rodhouse.
The Red House 417 Rekey, we trade lots for homes and businesses in the area.
Awesome.
And I see people who don't have cards in here, right? Or do it.
But I also saw that Sean just came back in the room.
Yes.
Everybody give Sean a round of applause.
John, here's why you're getting applauded. John?
Sean.
Oh, God.
No, dude, literally, you walk out of the room with the next slide was you. And we're like, what the heck? So
I was piecing out.
I can't wait to come bring the kids, right? I mean, it's gonna be super fun.
It's gonna be a fantastic show.
So cool.
Yeah.
Love it.
So,
Okay, we'll go back.
right. Okay, so anybody else online?
Yes.
For
I forgot
vendors?
to put my card in there. Anyway,
Oh, Adam, yeah.
Adam McGrath, Liberty Mutual Insurance. We always appreciate it anytime someone calls us and says their realtor suggested they call us for quotes. So thank you guys so much.
Anybody else we missed in here besides our main people? Yes, sir.
Tyler with We Move, we do moving and junk removal.
Awesome.
Awesome.
And real
Okay.
quick, one of our newest agents from Rolla is online. Everybody say hello to Catherine in Rolla.
Hey, Catherine.
So if you have a person who wants to buy in Rolla, you don't want to drive for 2 hours. You got a great referral person there now. So we're branching out. I got a map in my office that shows everywhere we have people. It's pretty cool. So you need to look at
He even
that.
has the little pins, like in a movie, you know, you
Yes.
get like, always put a pin in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Draw a
Oh,
winner
I'm
before we go
drawing.
to our main people. Who wins today?
I don't know. 417.
The breakfast treat that everyone loves, Andy's.
Right.
And where are our MSA people? Chelsea, come on up.
It's okay, I'll stay here today.
Okay. Talk to back there.
Yeah, make everyone turn around,
Hey,
sorry.
nobody puts Chelsea in a corner.
Wow.
They're never gonna end.
80s never stop.
Chelsea with Onward Agent Services, you know, the drill, transaction coordination, marketing, and database management. We are a proud sponsor of Red Day this year, and tonight we're actually doing a giveaway, or one of the auction items, I guess that's how it works, is a free month of social media management. So if you need some help with social media, come talk to me or win it tonight and you can find out.
So maybe
That's
some of
it.
the pictures that we take at the event for raising money for Dogwood Ranch, we could post them.
Yes.
How about that?
That's a great idea.
Awesome.
Okay.
Do we have HSA or USA in here?
No.
Okay, moving
I
on.
think it's one of the first times that's happened.
That's right.
All right, Jim and Don. our brokers are not here today. But there's a lot of changes happening with some of the lawsuits in the nation. There are some major things happening. Do you want to talk about those?
Well, just be aware, there's changes happening from a nationwide thing. They're even saying there's things like we shouldn't use the phrase MLS anymore. There's a new acronym. So just realize people are going after realtors in lawsuits a lot. And so we're on top of what's going on. There's nothing really put out yet, but it's just, it's getting silly.
One of them is literally that it's unlawful for the sellers to pay the commission to the buyer's agent. And you might have seen this in the news. I mean, this has been going around since I think 2016 maybe that I remember first hearing about this. But Realogy is one of the larger blanket organizations over Coldwell Banker, Better Homes and Gardens, Sotheby's, a lot of other brands. And they're the ones that are kind of under the hot seat right now.
So then you look at something like a VA loan that says the buyer can't be charged anything. So the buyer can't be charged, the seller can't be charged. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna happen. Just be aware, just keep doing the right things and we'll get through them all and we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But that's why you need to join our, do we have Don on or Jim?
Yeah, no, I'm here. Another thing real quick, and I think this just went out to the brokers this week. Jeff Kester put out a notice that, if we've got a listing that I put on today that says no showings until Saturday. So I'm not doing a coming soon. I'm actually putting it on the MLS today and saying no showings till Saturday because let's say I'm getting the carpets cleaned or finishing up paint or whatever, but it's active on the MLS. No showings means no showings for the listing agent as well. I believe we've had, and I don't know that it's just us, but I know that there have been complaints that Jeff has been fielding because agents are saying, hey, no showings till Saturday. And then they're showing it to their clients on Friday, writing an offer and pending it Saturday morning before anybody else has a chance to see it. So just make sure you guys are doing the right thing. It's the main point to all of that, but be really wary of how you're listing your properties and that you are following the GSVR rules, because of course, in his notice, it also said because violation of this will result in fines. And we all know that's not necessarily what they want to do, but that's the only way they can enforce these things. So just be mindful of what you guys are doing.
Fines aren't fine. No, I don't like it.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Don. Thanks for jumping on. How's the market, Mike?
Well, numbers are going up in number of listings.
Check this out.
And last week, there were a whole bunch of closings. So a note I put on the internal page, if you did a CMA for somebody in the last month, you probably now have new comps. Go back and redo that. You might be able to push the price up some.
Honestly, the only thing that was under was closings. Everything new is higher. Everything new contracts is higher.
Well, closings were up quite a bit too from the week before.
That's true. Closed 357 versus, but no, so 307.
Oh, you mean compared to last year?
Compared to
I was
last year.
comparing to last week, so.
Oh yeah, these are way up from last week.
Yep.
But, and these are way up as well. The outlying areas, remember, these are posted. Mike does such a great job to post these to the internal page. Use these, become the reliable resource for real estate by having these numbers. Facts matter when it comes to knowing your numbers and what's going on in the market.
Take these images or just take the stats and put them into your own stuff. That's why it's there for you to use.
This one, again, huge. Look at this, you guys, 667. That's the highest since
All year.
all year.
Yeah. And last year we didn't hit 665 until June 13th.
That's right. So we're a little ahead.
This time last year we had 555 listings available. So we're 100 and some more.
But this is actually more in tune with the natural rhythm of what markets were before COVID. So we are actually settling back into a similar timeline as far as rising and lowering of inventory. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So that really, that 2020, 2021 really just threw a cog in it. But now the natural markets are settling back in.
And so our sales are at a record number, but the number of buyers is at a record number. So that's why there's still a shortage, because both have gone up, but there are so many more buyers in the market right now.
And we're actually going to talk with our guest in just a little bit about this exact thing, about what's kind of coming in the future with our markets. So there's Red Day again.
That's how important Red Day is. I put this slide in 3 times today.
I love it. Cinco de Mayo.
Actually, Trace de Mayo.
Oh, that's right.
YPN has an event tonight. So
Trace de Mayo.
Yes. I know.
That's so bad.
Okay.
Okay.
Next week we're doing a field trip. Tim's going to talk about it for a second.
Yes. So next week, after team meeting, or we might end the team meeting just a little early because we're gonna go and represent KW at this event. So we're gonna take a little field trip together. So we're all gonna leave here and we're gonna head right over there and show up big time for the affiliate expo for KW to represent. I mean,
It's 80s theme.
it is 80s theme. And
So,
is this real?
yes.
Is this yours? Look at these pins. Hey,
That's right.
how about that?
That's
You
right.
were too cool for school.
That's right. You know, and sometimes I wear these sunglasses at night. Okay, so next week, my head is in your hands. The Affiliate Expo, you can see on here, you can win a $1,000 gift card to Big Cedar. There's all kinds of prizes. You go to each affiliate booth, you get checked off, and you go in those drawings. It's 80s event, and there's gonna be 2 donation buckets there. One to shave the gorgeous mullet, and one to perm the mullet. So how many of you want it shaved? How many of you want it perm?
Oh, no! What are you doing?
So after next week's team meeting, plan on a field trip. It's at Relics, I believe. Anyway. And you don't stay there the whole time. That's why we can go after team meeting's done. But you're gonna get there. I think some of the committees are gonna be there too. Yes, George?
So we have our final committee meeting this afternoon, but last check, there was north of $2,000 in total prizes for the agents, and we feed you, so.
Yeah, so food, prizes, mullet cutting,
Right?
right? I mean, this is like all the reasons.
It's a trifecta, it's a perfect storm.
It's mullet
Let's not
mania.
talk about any more storms, okay? No more storms. Let's just talk about clear skies. And do not call people. Talk about a bad storm. Calling the wrong people, Mike. How
Nice.
about that? How
That'd
about
be a
that?
whirlwind.
I'm getting better. I'm getting better. I'm tapping into my inner Mike.
You're having a ball.
And then he does something like that, and then it's all bad again. Okay, so Realtor Night at the ballpark, don't miss it. I wore my Cardinal shirt yesterday, and save the date there.
Skip, that's CE. So if you like seated classes, there are still some available, although Nicole found a great deal on an online one too, but these are coming up if you want online or seated classes. I think there's one more with more seated classes.
There it is.
Because if you don't get your CE done by the end of the year,
You don't have a license,
and all of your listings and all your under contracts go to Jim.
and you don't have
He's really
income from all
hoping
your
for
hard
that.
work.
Yeah.
So keep your license.
So Jim told us to not put those slides in.
Continue. Okay, let's see. Brian says he's on. Is he on, Nicole?
He is, I see.
Brian is on.
Yes, Brian. Okay, I'm gonna
Yay.
stop my share and you will hopefully be right here with me.
And I hit a wrong button.
And let's see, can I do speaker?
Is there a bottom in the middle?
Oh, how do you do it, Mike?
I think we gotta pin him to the top. Holy cow, this thing doesn't fit. I've seen the.
There we go.
All right, I'm gonna get this off. Then
I
I'll-
love the background, my friend. How are you, sir?
You know what? I'm blessed. You know, I didn't know it was a fedora party, brother. I would have brought.
You
I
know
had
me,
no
bro.
idea.
I'm trying to bring hats back,
You
right?
you brought them all the way back, man. Ever since I met you, you've been doing that. So I'm bringing it next
You
time.
are.
You should have warned me.
I love it. I love it. What time is it there right now?
It is 7:54 a.m. Pacific Standard Time.
Amazing. And I was so excited to chat with you. You kind of take care of the Southern California. I'm up in the Northern California, but we are excited to have you here in Missouri virtually. So we talked a little bit about markets. We talked a little bit about what we are forecasting since we were chatting about having you on today. But I would just say, what would you like to bring to us today? What's your wisdom you can glean for us about what you're feeling about the future, what we should be preparing for?
First off, I believe, in all seriousness, mullets are coming back. They're in style right now.
It is so true.
Just saying. So, and it's always still cool to wear your shades at night. I've been listening. I've been taking notes. This is a very entertaining meeting, so I appreciate what you all are bringing in. In all honesty, I wrote down in preparation for this I'm a little stringent on time at the moment. Yeah, I wanted to give you 3 things to really consider about what we can do to fortify our businesses going into 2022 and the rest of the year. And being, as one of my roles right now as OP in SoCal is to really consider what's going on in the future and what can we do to prepare ourselves moving forward. And again, my name is Brian Arahan, Maps 101. Bold coach and operating principal, been KW since 2010, and I'm all around fan of the business and just the industry overall. And with that said, I truly believe it's important for each one of us to hold our fiduciary obligation to the Most High, because that gives us the ability to continue to be in control of our own industry and continue to service people at the highest level around housing. And so that I'm a proponent of that, of leaving the industry better than I found it. So I'm sure that all of you could agree with that. And that means sometimes even holding our own to the fire who don't perform at the highest level as they should. So 3 things, write down, I'm gonna talk fast. Audit your pipeline. What in the world does that mean? Audit your pipeline. Here's the thing, with rising rates have shocked a bit of our pipelines, meaning that those that we felt that were ready to go perform, especially around our buyers, we've seen that because of the rates jumping the way that they did, a lot of our pipelines are no longer ready to perform and be competitive the way that they need to be in this market. So who's really with you? And sometimes we just get going and then we look up and we're like, whoa, I was talking to an agent earlier this morning and he's like, okay, well, I don't know where after May, like June is a toss up. and he prides himself on being a prospecting based agent, yet he's been off of it for a little while because things have been good until we get rates rising and going up in a way that we haven't seen if you've been in the industry, you just jumped into the industry, you've never seen rates this high. We haven't seen rates this high since roughly 2000, 10, 11?
2010.
So a lot of us haven't been in the industry. 80% of agents have never seen a market shift before. So therefore, Gary Keller says the basics are new again. Our foundation is brand new. So let's treat it that way. And so out of your pipeline, here's what I mean. You want to rank your people by motivation. Your A clients, 30 days or less, are ready to sign an agreement with you. Your B clients, 31 to 60. C clients, 61 to 90. D clients, 91 to 365. Now, for those A clients, those are the folks that, again, who are highly motivated. They're going to want to see an agent and talk to an agent relatively quickly, because if they're a seller, they're probably doing things like getting ready for a garage sale, decluttering, rehabbing, doing all those things to get their property ready, because they're going to open houses. Open houses are something that are still relevant in our marketplace. So are we utilizing those foundational strategies? So rank your clients by their motivation. Don't rank them by them personally. Rank them by how soon they're willing to get into an agreement with an agent. So A's, 0 to 30 days. And typically you're talking to those folks 2 to 3 times per week for the reasons that I just mentioned earlier, because obviously they're shopping, they're in the market, they're making decisions in that moment. B's, 31 to 60 days. Those folks you're talking to 2 to 3 times per month. A little bit more than once, or less than once a week. C's, you're talking to those folks monthly, right? The people that those folks are going to be roughly 60 to 90 days out. And then your D's, 91 to 365, you're talking to those folks quarterly, typically. And then you can have E's, F's, and all that if you want to. And yet, after about a year, and for our veterans, we know when people say, I want to buy in 2 years, I'm looking to sell in 2 years, put them on a drip and then follow up accordingly. All right, number 2, invest in big data. Sellers are becoming, we know that it's a longer tail process for a lot of sellers these days. I know markets, the listing inventories is coming back with the days on market, and yet the top agents, our top 1%, are being preemptive on how far they're going to find the next seller opportunity. And if data is the new oil, how are we doing as agents getting in the way of that data that is scrubbed and streamlined to help us know who the sellers are of tomorrow? Meaning, are we utilizing strategies whether it be, and I'll just throw a few out there, whether it be offers.com, SmartZip. Tim, do you guys have Remind in your area? REMINE?
No, but we do in Northern California, so I know what you mean, but we don't have it here.
So that's just another example of utilizing big data and getting into data sources that offer the ability for us to look at people who are most likely to sell. So research that who in your market is offering those resources that you can use to target market. Because at the end of the day, why do a blanket mailer to a farm of 1,000 homes for people who are going to be in the home for another 20 years and or people who are going to sell in the next 6 months? Why not target to that 100 or so people who are going to be moving in the next 6 months or less? So let's look at those resources. Likely AI is another good. Likely.ai is another great source for you to go out and research. What they do is pretty neat. You can upload your database, they'll scrub it for you and let you know who's moving next. So that's a quick little snippet there. Number 3, going back to the basics, the foundation, the creme de la creme, I like to call it. Page 95 of the MREA. Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. A lot of agents today that I talk to don't really know how to share their value proposition. Okay, well, what am I going to get for the 6% that you're charging me? What am I going to get for the whatever percentage that you're going to charge me? And a lot of agents haven't delineated what it is that they do to earn that money. So page 95 of the MREA has the top 10 service areas for sellers and buyers. So we can definitely use that to our advantage. And my question is, yes, we can interpret it and look at it and talk it and all the above. And yet this is a show me market. This is not a market where we just tell people what we do. Let's have that in print. Let's have that in writing, put it in our presentations. Most agents, 9 out of 10 agents, number 1, don't have a presentation. Number 2, haven't inputted their value proposition into their presentation. So Mr. and Mrs. Seller, when you work with me, here's the 10 things that I'm going to do at a highest level that most agents won't do for you to earn, to help you get to where you're going. All right, so let's get that in writing. And this again, page 95, you can just copy that as is. It is still valid today, and you can add your own couple tweaks in there to make it yours and have yourself stand out. And by the way, I'll take it just one more step further, and then I'll wrap up with this. And then Tim, you can take it home. Would be in command in your opportunities pipeline. There's a really neat system that you can utilize to. I don't know if I have the ability to share my screen. Oh, somebody messed up. They gave me access. All right.
I think we'd have to have made you co-host. Maybe.
Oh, I'm in. All right.
Cheering.
So,
yes.
Okay, so here we go. Where I am here is I'm in my opportunities pipeline. And here's what I was talking about earlier in regards to if you want a system to where you can follow up with people. Again, this is lead follow-up. Page 22 or of the shift book, we talk about the 2 most important things in the market shift that have to be done by you being the rainmaker: lead generation and lead conversion. This is lead conversion. So when I was talking about the A-list, B-list, C-list, this is exactly what I was mentioning. This is exactly what I was talking about. And so when you're busy, you're running around, you got a lot going on, and you don't know who and the most agents don't know who they need to talk to today to help convert and help them make good decisions. And as a result, when you set your business up, your pipeline up in command, which is at no cost to you, right? Basically, then you can know exactly who you need to talk to today to help them make a great decision, to increase your opportunities to have an appointment, to increase your chances of a new listing. That's what I would do if I were you. That's what we are doing in my business and my team. So as
Brian,
a result,
I love this. This is if people aren't taking notes, and this is really easy to manipulate and change these categories. All you gotta do is just you choose different lists. You can edit the stages, and it is pretty simple to make that A, B, C, D, E list. And I love that, Brian. It's fantastic.
So here's what I'm going to leave you with is imagine when you're under contract. And so I changed the view here. Let me go back to my board view. And so we, in our business, we set our days, our pipeline up by the escrow time period. And this is just a mock side of my account. However, escrow days 1 to 10, 11 to 20, 20 to 30. However, let me give you another view of this. What does it look like when you can actually share with your seller about the different things that you're going to do in the transactions to help them make a great decision. So Mr. and Mrs. Seller, based off of everything that we have, and by the way, here's a checklist of all the things that have to be done in the first 10 days of escrow. Who knew? Have we itemized everything that we do in our business such that we can share with our clients what's going on? And also, more importantly, give them an update about, so for what we do and what I coach agents to do is save time by sending your clients an update before they have to pick up the phone and call you and to ask you what's going on. So in Command, you actually have the ability to send a client update that gives them a quick snapshot of, hey, these things are being done, these things have been done, and we're only this far away from getting you down to the finish line. So anytime that, and by the way, this is a great start to having an ops manual. So for those of you who have an admin or assistant support, again, thinking as a top producer, here's how we close transactions. Each one of these are a different training topic, and you can learn what to do and move yourself forward as a result. So there's so many different things that we can do. And yet going back to the table, Mrs. and Mr. Seller, just in escrow, we do over 45 different things or so that we need to be on track on for in order for you to successfully close your property. That's what we do for 6%. By the way, going back to what we do while you're under contract, we have another 20 different things. So our seller pre-listing checklist, we've got 19 different things that we've got to do to get your property ready for the marketplace. Were you aware of that? No? Oh, the other agent that you were talking to wasn't aware of that or didn't share that with you? Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. No wonder they're only charging you XYZ because they don't know what they're doing. All right. So anyway, right. So that's where we can take the conversation when we know specifically what we do. Now, how to next level this is put these tasks that you get done into your presentation and have that conversation up front, because when you do that, you eliminate the objections and you show them that you're working hard and you show them that you're a fiduciary based agent and you show them that you're a top producer in your market and that you deserve to get that listing at the highest price possible, at the highest commission possible, to feed your family, right? And live that life worth living. So that's all I got in a short and truncated conversation. Tim, back to you, my friend.
I love it, Brian. Thank you so much for jumping on here with us. I mean, I can't even tell you how much more value you're building in so that they're going to beat you up less on commission, right? I mean, luckily, I mean, it's crazy, Brian, out here where people are definitely not having to fight for their commissions nearly as hard as we do. But I would say that those little tricks and tips of showing them exactly how many stages there are in the process and what we actually have to do as realtors. So many people get into real estate and then they're like, yeah, I love houses. I just think it's great. I think this is awesome. And then they get in and realize they actually have to run a business. And if we are actually adequately able to display to the client that we're running a business and rather than just being a simple realtor, like the ones that we're competing against, it's not even a choice. You're not even on the same playing field. Am I right?
Yeah, there is no competition. And I love this saying, there's very little competition in the extra mile. And so if you're willing to document and just do the few different little things that help you differentiate yourself in that extra mile, I mean, again, there's no competition at the top.
If you didn't write that down, that's a great quote. There is very little competition in the extra mile. When everybody else is done, the last few are the ones that get the gold, right? So I love that. Thank you again, brother.
Tim, I'm always a fan, brother. I'm in awe of what you're doing and how you're leading your people and your leadership group. Leadership is at a premium. And I just want to say you all have a great leadership group. And I'm in gratitude for the opportunity to share with you and be in your room digitally. So I'm wishing you all well and much success and stay healthy out there.
Awesome. Iron sharpens iron, and that is definitely what you brought today. So appreciate you. Have a great rest of your day and onward, buddy.
My pleasure. Take care. Bye.
So two things that caught my attention on that. Number one, if you'll use Command, you don't lose people. You put them in those different categories. And so it's like you had to post them on your desk and it's gone. They're there. Secondly, if you saw all those tasks and you thought, well, that's a bit overwhelming, that's what Onward does for you. So if you look at all that and think that's going to take me hours and days, and I know that's important, but I can't get it done. That's what your TC or Onward or any of those kind of groups, that's what the leverage of them is for you.
And for all you type A's, for all you people that like to have it perfect, perfect is the enemy of done. Okay. So I want you to just take action, block some time, Get it one chunk at a time, one bite at a time. If you got 3 contacts set up, great. Guess what? You can do 3 tomorrow. It doesn't matter. Just set aside the 15, 20 minutes a day. Everybody's got 15 to 20 minutes to do this. Don't watch that next Netflix show or whatever it is. Just put in those 15 contacts, 10 contacts, 5 contacts, and get them on smart plans. It will change everything. It literally will, because the foundation piece is your database. I mean, this is literally one of the top bold coaches, one of the top maps coaches, an OP, one of the top team leaders in the country. Brian is one of the best. And, and that's all he was talking about was database.
And like he said, talk to him once a quarter. How do you keep track? Oh, there's a quarterly smart plan. You put them on that, it tells you every quarter to contact.
You don't have to like wake up going, okay, what do I do today? You have it all ready to go.
And
It really
Command
is that way.
documents what you've talked with them about, so when you call them the next quarter, you remember what your last conversation
But
was.
the little voice in your head is gonna go, oh, this is such a waste of time. You should be out doing something else. Oh, look at this shiny thing over here. You should be doing that. Honestly, no, it isn't. It's all these things keeping you from the most important thing, which is your people that you have relationships with. That's why Gary says you're not in the real estate business. You are in the relationship management business. And that is the key of it, really. So, awesome. We have a couple other slides, right?
Yes.
It was Red Day again. And next week's Honors and Awards Week.
So you're gonna come, you're gonna find out who did good stuff last month, then we're all going on a field trip to Relic.
That's right. Can't wait for it. Oh, winner. We have our different pair of socks. Or our, of course, phone charger with 2 cords. And it's
You get to pick.
real. Oh. See who wins.
It is
Not me.
Christina Jackson.
Is it not?
Yes.
It's you.
There's culture talking.
So you get.
I didn't have a card, so.
You need those socks, man. You gotta get those socks.
The socks.
You can take one, I can take one. You said.
You can have both.
By the way, cards are,
Not against swearing different.
so after the meeting, if you need your card back, here they are. Thanks for
So the cards are stored in that box. If you need to, you can get it next time. If you want to just keep one of your cards in there for this exact raffle. Thank you so much for being here. Tech Tuesday will be remote with Dan Turkel, and we have a huge grizzly bear.
Oh, bear left.
Oh, no.
Wow.
That's unfair.
That was pretty grizzly.
Prayers are still welcome. Prayers.
It's unbearable.
Prayers. Thank you. I will end the recording now.
I think he barely made it through.
Stop it.
I'd like to get a picture of my mom and my pa.
I not think this is.